church leaders. At the State of the Union, I was honored to host the true and legitimate president of Venezuela, Juan Guaido. Good man. I told him that all Americans stand with the Venezuelan people in their righteous struggle for freedom. Yesterday, our administration launched the International Religious Freedom Alliance, the first ever alliance devoted to promoting religious liberty. It was something, really something. More than 25 countries have already joined our campaign. I want to thank Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, along with Ambassador Sam Brownback, who are both here this morning, for leading this historic initiative. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. All of us here today reaffirm these timeless truths. Faith keeps us free. Prayer makes us strong. And God alone is the author of life and the giver of grace. With us this morning is a pastor who embodies the miracle of faith and the power of prayer, Reverend Gerald Toussaint from Louisiana. Reverend Toussaint is an Army veteran, a truck driver, and a pastor. He leads the same church that his father led, Mount Pleasant Baptist Church, which has been a pillar of the community for more than 140 years. Last year, Mount Pleasant was one of 3 African-American churches in Louisiana that was destroyed in fires set by a wicked, hate-filled arsonist. Yet in the wake of such shocking evil, America witnessed the unshakable unity, devotion, and spirit of Reverend Toussaint and his entire highly spirited, beautiful congregation. Families quickly came together in prayer. Soon people from all across Louisiana came to help any way they could. Americans in all 50 states and 20 different countries heard about it, and they donated more than $2 million to help rebuild Mount Pleasant and the other 2 churches that were there. On Easter Sunday, just days after he lost his church, Reverend Toussaint preached about what it all meant. What does it mean? The Easter season, he said, is a fitting metaphor for recent events. It was dark the day that Jesus was crucified. It was dark at night when they burned our church. What has happened since is like a resurrection. Old things are gone, but it's going to be a brand new start, and it's going to be better than ever, Reverend. Better than ever. Fantastic. And today, just 10 months later, the ground is cleared. Careful plans have been made, and they're beautiful plans. And construction is about to begin on the new and very, very magnificent Mount Pleasant Church. Congratulations. You know, the Reverend says that we're rebuilding because that's what Jesus does. He rebuilds. He lives and he breathes. It's what he does. He wants it to be rebuilt. It was torn apart, but it's being rebuilt again, and I'll bet you it will indeed be bigger, better, and nicer. nicer than before. What do you think, Reverend? Yes? And it's going to have your mark on it. It did have, and now it have even greater. And your father is looking down on you right now, and he's very, very proud of the job you've done. Thank you very much. Very much inspire us, Reverend. Thank you. Well, I want to just thank everybody. This has been very special. Tell your congregation that, and all of your people, that we have 350 million people in our country. They're proud Americans, and they respect what we're doing. Even those that you don't think so much like us, respect us, want to be with us, they're respecting our fight. And we are in a fight. Religion in this country and religion all over the world, certain religions in particular, are under siege. We won't let that happen. We are going to protect our religions. We are going to protect Christianity. We are going to protect our great ministers and pastors and rabbis and all of the people that we so cherish and that we so respect. America is eternally in the debt of our nation's African American churches all throughout this country. That's why it's so fitting, and so it's one of the reasons we chose this particular church in Louisiana. For generations, they bravely fought for justice and lifted up the conscience of our nation, and we're grateful beyond any measure. But I can say that going beyond that, we're grateful to the people in this room for the love they show to religion. Not one religion, but many religions. They're brave, they're brilliant, they're fighters, they like people, and sometimes they hate people. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm trying to learn. It's not easy.